What's our message today? And this will be quick and to the point. Our message from the Circle of Friends is a wake-up call for all of America and those who wish to lead it to put veterans first.
Hi, my name is Ernest Jackson, and I'm the Program Director at Prodigal House Treatment Center in South Minneapolis.
And what does the Prodigal House do?
The Prodigal House is a home for recovering veterans and non-veterans. We practice relapse prevention, and we also have a 44-bed homeless program for transitional housing.
And have you been seeing more of your homeless population be vets themselves? Has that been the pattern over the last couple of years?
Well, at first the pattern had dropped off, but since the recent comeback of the Desert Storm vets and now the Iraqi vets, we're beginning to project that it's going to be quite a few veterans coming back, and we're going to need the room for them.
In terms of, being a homeless vet as opposed to just a homeless individual, does that pose any unique challenges to an organization like yours dealing with vets as opposed to others?
Well, financially, it always poses a problem because generally the county or the state will take care of normal homeless people, but in the veteran situation, it's expected most of the time that the VA hospitals and the government take care of their own.
And what's been the response so far in terms of trying to obtain additional funding to help with these individuals? It's
been hard because there have been cutbacks and the money is going in the other directions. And what we're advocating for now is that they continue to see that the veterans helped us. We need to help them, and we need to get some of that money back to the guys that need it.
Well, I would tell him
Are you in this area?
So what? This was going to be a good convention? Huh?
Thank you, girl.
I had an umbrella. Thank you. Thank you. Did this start on you?
My name's Chad Lego. I'm a logistics coordinator for the Circle of Friends for American Veterans.
And what does the Circle do?
The Circle of Friends, we are a non-profit 501c3 organization, nonpartisan, that rallies for veterans, especially homeless veterans. We have a Veterans Bill of Rights that we have started. We are hoping that it finds legislation, finds some legs, and the Veterans Bill of Rights entails allocating more funds from the VA for the nonprofit transitional facilities, asking $30 to a $60 a day per diem for the homeless veterans, and also the new era of veteran coming back from the desert with PTSD issues as well as TBI, the traumatic brain injury, that they have the adequate resources that they need at the VA to get help they deserve.
And you're a vet yourself, correct?
I'm a vet. I just got back from Iraq about 7 months ago. I was in Mosul. I was there for about 8 months doing mortuary affairs for the U.S. Army.
Gotcha. And what are we doing here at the RNC right now? What is the purpose of this function?
The purpose of this is to put the politicians' feet in the fire, to make sure that they're aware of the veterans' plight, especially the homeless guys. We want them to know the Veterans Bill of Rights, what it entails, and we want them to champion our cause. Senator John Kerry's behind us, Congressman Lipinski, Congresswoman Carol Shea Porter, Congressman Davis, California. There's a lot of champions for us, and we just want to make sure the cause gets rolling, and like I said, gets some feet.
So obviously this week, we're focusing on the presidential candidates because their nominating conventions are right now. In terms of McCain versus Obama, in terms of the issues that you're advocating for right now, how would you handicap them? How have they been responding to your messages, those campaigns?
Well, naturally, being an election year, they of course address veterans and the veterans' issues, and they say some great things about us. But the main reason that we're here is to make sure after the election, whomever is elected, that they stay true to their word. They're obviously we are very well received in Denver. and in St. Paul here, but at the same time, we want to make sure after the election they hold true.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also president of the Circle of Friends for American Veterans and the publisher of Veterans Vision.
Woody Allen, that great American, says that great American, Woody Allen. I guess it finally came out with a pretty good movie, a little break after 10 years or so. But he made a comment, and let me preface it by saying we're going to have a rousing, spirited program featuring stalwart champions of the Republican Party. And as Woody Allen said, 90% of life is showing up, so let's see here this afternoon who showed up. Let's see the hands of all the Army veterans. How about the Navy? United States Marine Corps. How about the Air Force? Members of the Air Force. The country is only as strong as the core. The veterans are the core. We take care of the veterans and we take care of the core. But when we still have 200,000 men and women who served in American uniform who are on our streets tonight, and we're still not taking care as well as we should of the returning troops, it's time that we did better to put veterans first. Put veterans first. In the current war zone, there is no safe haven. No time, no place, nowhere. So is it any wonder there are 400,000 of these valiant warriors who come back with some degree of post-traumatic stress disorder. The government is doing the best it can. They need to do a lot better. The Government Accountability Agency says 1/2 of the VA centers don't provide counseling for PTSD. And 6 of the 7 that do can't handle the caseload. So it's time to get rolling. As an Army guy, I like to keep it simple there. Keep veterans first. Now, in reality, we know the veterans aren't in the top 10, aren't in the top 20, aren't in the top 30. We're saying move them up for this great country.